Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Bad Dad from Huddle Hogs, and today I've got my bird with me. He would not let me get a video out without him squawking, screaming, doing all kinds of bad things. Yep, it's annoying, right? Isn't it? There you go. Here you go. So, anyways, today I want to talk about the Bitcoin dominance chart along with the the Bitcoin dominance chart along with the altcoin total to price action or market cap. Um, and seeing what the correlation is between those two. So the total two, if you don't know, is all the altcoins market cap combined minus Bitcoin. So hence altcoins, right? So looking at the current Bitcoin dominance chart, this might be an indication of where we're going with in the near future with the altcoins and Bitcoin price. So just looking at the more recent, we'll start with the recent and we'll work our way back. If my bird's doing some weird stuff, I apologize if that's distracting. But he's distracting the background anyway. So looking at this Bitcoin, the dominance. So looking at it, it felt when it first fell off here back in May 11 of 21. You can see that this orange line back here, which is the total to market cap chart, it actually went up. So altcoins had a rise to the upside. When Bitcoin dominance started to gain back in the positive direction, as you can see here, you can see that the altcoins kept falling down. So that was the drop in Bitcoin price and the drop of altcoin price. If you were to pull up both prices and look at them side by side, you see that Bitcoin and altcoins were falling, but altcoins at a much faster rate, hence the increase in the dominance for Bitcoin. But when that dominance was lost, you can see that it was lost here, hit this bottom trend line at approximately 40%. Altcoins shot right back up, made a new all-time high in that market cap, and you see dominance is at the low, and then the dominance started coming back up in Bitcoin, hence this increase, but it's actually an increase, not a decrease in the price of the altcoins. So what's happening here is Bitcoin was rallying at a faster pace than altcoins were for a brief moment. And then Bitcoin started to surge, or altcoins started to outpace Bitcoin. So Bitcoin started to lose its dominance here, as you can see in this downtrend. So Bitcoin started, they're both in the positive direction, but Bitcoin just was not performing at a faster pace than the rest of the altcoins, right? Altcoins were. But then when Bitcoin started to lose in price, so started to fall off in price, it went into a decline. So did all the other altcoins, as you can see here. But the dominance of Bitcoin continued to fall at basically just bleeding out sideways and downwards. And altcoins were also, dropping in price here. But the dominance was falling because altcoins were falling at a much slower rate than what Bitcoin was doing in this time prospectively, right? So looking at some other charts, or the same chart, but historically, we can see that when you have this little tiny hill here, and then marked by another surge or a thrust higher, you can see that throughout history where that's occurred before. You've seen it here. Come here. Come here. You've seen it right here when it thrusted up, came up, and just dumped out like it did right here. That marked the top of alt season. Bitcoin dominance came all the way down. Alt season basically marked its top, and then Bitcoin dominance just regained its ground over time as the alt season Bitcoin market all went into a bear cycle, right? But are we at that point right now? Is this drop off right here basically the end of alt season? Well, if you're looking at the price action of the total market cap, that marked the top, and we didn't make a new high since then, right? So it just kind of bled all the way out. But when we fell down here, we created a high, and if our price action was somewhere down in here with the total market cap and didn't make this new high, I would say yes, we are now moving into a bear market. But since that didn't happen and we actually made another top, we can go and see, is there any other similarities historically that we could say, yep, this is what happened before and this is probably what we should expect. Well, I think right here is a good indication, right? When we had this high, this little loop here, right? And then we had a thrust, and then it fell out. Well, that right there shows, we could have been the end of the cycle right here, but it continued to move upwards. as it did in here, right? So you see this up, down, up, down, and this yellow here shows that the altcoins continue to rise up. If you're looking at what we have today, we have this down, which is here, and we have this up, down, and the alt season continued to move up. So what happened right after this is what we're looking at. We fell, altcoins made a new high, and it continued to make a new high up through all of this, and then the Bitcoin dominance consolidated for a period of time before it was marked by a new high of dominance, followed by a thrust, and then it fell out, where this then ended the market for basically Bitcoin and altcoins, both. So I think we should be looking at something similar to this structure once again, right? Or this structure. We should be looking for something like this again to occur for Bitcoin. Now, is it going to thrust up as high as this? I don't know. I mean, anything can happen. That's basically the motto for me and most traders, is that anything can happen in this space. I'm not someone that can predict. I'm just sitting here looking at historically what has occurred and the most likely probability that puts me in the best situation. Now, everyone, like I said, everyone gets slaughtered. We all get slaughtered. Look at him trying to grab my pen. Get off. Well, anyways, I'm going to end this video here. But yeah, anything can happen. My hopes are that, hopes and basically predictions are my probability. Best case probability for me is that I'm thinking that Bitcoin is going to make another run up. Now, is it going to stay in this descending triangle, this range, in this range here, and do one of these as altcoins continue to range higher and higher and Bitcoin moves up and makes a new high? Or is it going to break out, make one of those, up and then up thrusts and then break down? That's something that we won't be able to tell until we see it actually happen, and then something that's in the back of our minds that we can look back historically and see examples of when that time comes. So anyways, good luck to you all, and happy hunting.